Why do women despise Sigma males? To begin, it is essential to define what a Sigma male is. A Sigma male is a man who is successful, autonomous, and introverted, and who finds it challenging to be controlled by a rule. A Sigma male is a man who is successful, autonomous, and introverted, and who finds it challenging to be controlled by a rule. If you know anything about women, then you know that although they want you to be independent, they don't want you to think independently. I guess that means that I've been a Sigma man my entire life without even realizing it. I've been an entrepreneur all my life, but I'm an introvert, and when women try to take control of my life, I run away instead of giving in to their pressure. I believe that women are drawn to Sigma males because they want to break their spirits. The notion is that Sigma males are rare, but the proliferation of the internet enables men to work from virtually any location and at any time. This has led to a dramatic increase in the number of men who refuse to kowtow to either corporations or women. The main difference between an alpha male and a Sigma male is that alpha males prefer to live inside the dominant hierarchy of society, while Sigma males choose to live outside of it. A Sigma guy who does what he wants to do is incompatible with the authoritarian nature of women. Women want complete control over social norms and values, and it drives them crazy that some men are figuring out ways to escape their power-clutching hands. In addition to complaining that YouTube is showing young men videos about Sigma males, this drives women crazy. Women want complete control over social norms and values. According to everything I've read, Sigma males are introverts who score highly on the personality trait openness because they're creative, willing to embark on adventures, and determined to do things their way. Women are drawn to Sigma males because of their independent minds, self-sufficiency, and capacity to take charge of their lives. An article from Australia says that YouTube needs to do more to recommend videos to men in order to create the feminist future that women want. Women commonly state that they are looking for a man who has a good sense of humor. I believe that women and Sigma men have a love-hate connection with one another. I also believe that it is essential to grasp the differences between a Sigma man and an alpha male. Women are attracted to independent men, but they need to be transformed into alpha males. Sigma men are typically laissez-faire and allow others to make their own decisions on their own. Alpha males, on the other hand, are typically inflexible and try to push their will on others. Sigmas are lone wolves. Wolves travel in groups, led by alpha males with subordinate males following close behind. The primary distinction between the two appears to be a difference in openness, with alphas needing to rule the social hierarchy and Sigmas typically not caring. In addition, alphas get upset with Sigmas because they don't follow the rules and conform to the social hierarchy. I was a Sigma for the majority of my life and was frequently bullied by alpha males to conform. But I maintained my confidence and stood up for what I believed to be right. I would say that tyrants are individuals. I've noticed this throughout my life, as people have seemed to dislike me for no apparent reason. When I questioned them, some of them claimed that I gave them the impression that it was superior to theirs. I believe this is because Sigma exudes confidence. But there isn't a clear explanation for it, because our society seems to think that you can only be confident if you're on top. I don't care about hierarchy, and if I did, it would probably drive me insane. When I think of a Sigma male, I actually picture Clint Eastwood as the man with no name in the Sergio Leone movies, or perhaps Han Solo. The man with no name was a bounty hunter who pursued wanted criminals and brought their bodies back for money. He was a self-employed freelancer. In my dating experience as a Sigma male, I actually dated a man who was a self-employed freelancer. He was a self-employed freelancer in my dating. It also has something to do with the rise of Bitcoin, which, in my opinion, is primarily held by Sigma males who don't actually want to sell it. Instead, they keep buying more and more in order to stack those stats on principle alone, and they don't care about the financial consequences of their actions. Women acting like the Sigma and claiming to be strong and independent, in my opinion, is just their attempt to play the part of the female chameleon in order to attract such a man in the first place. Women, feminist governments, and corporations will never understand the Sigma male because he would rather break himself and destroy his own life than let someone else do it for him. A superior option that genuinely equals women feminist governments and corporations will never understand the Sigma male because he would rather break himself and destroy his own life. It's funny that women and feminists are against the Sigma when he's a man who's all about equality. That should prove to everyone that feminism was never about equality. Unfortunately, if they ever find him and later meet curtains on him, most won't actually know what to do with him. I also believe that the characters from the movie 300, particularly the scene where one of the Spartan soldiers says we'll fight in the shade in response to Xerxes' threat to you, should read this text about them, in addition to the quotes. Sigmas are well regarded. I would argue that they must be popular, because I believe that they were essential to appending the existing system, particularly single Sigmas like Nikola Tesla, the Wright brothers, and Johann Gutenberg. Revolutionaries who sought to change the world for the benefit of women. Other than that, women shouldn't even try, because if they did, they wouldn't succeed. There are also Sigma women who are introverts yet have high amounts of attribute openness at the same time. Sigma is a simple term that describes the combination of introversion and the characteristic openness of the big five personality types. This concept is not brand new. Lastly, I would like to briefly discuss what occurred when Elon Musk took control of Twitter. The old Twitter algorithm stopped stifling users on that platform, and I began gaining 5 to 10 followers per day. However, I noticed that suddenly on Facebook and YouTube they throttled up the shadow banning.